is 8:40 on this Wednesday morning, August 22nd, 2018. It is time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Wednesday morning, August 22nd, 2018. Get on! And good morning to you all. This lovely Wednesday morning, 22nd of August, 2018. It is 20 minutes to 8, 20 minutes to 9 on this Wednesday morning, and it is 70 degrees in Norton, Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel Morning News at 8:40 is attorney said that Michael Cohen is created information about President Trump. While breaking back attempted by negative sources, the case against Michael Cohen. Hurricane Lane, a Category 5 storm, closes in on Hawaii. Facebook removes hundreds of pages from Miranda Russia as part of an outgoing investigation of platform abuse. Social media is buzzing about Jason Witten's Monday Night Football debut. Tiger Woods said the PGA Tour's Player of the Year race is over. Trump-backed candidate loses in Wyoming's GOP governor race. Pennsylvania priest now faces criminal charges, the attorney office said. Oregon earthquake massive 6.3 magnitude walked through U.S. West Coast, sparking fears that the big will hit. Texas toddler stabbed to death by his father identified in Louisville, Texas. Tearful goodbyes as Koreans return home after family reunions. Ahead of Pope's visit, a giant drive-by convention both visits saw in Dublin. Pressure is mounted on Trump's take on tougher actions against Russia, experts said. John Bolton said the U.S. directs very strongly if Syria uses chemical arms. Norton, Rehoboth police investigated Russian car break-ins. While Norton police identified break-in suspect caught on camera. Brockton police chief grilled over response to loud parties and firework calls. Target just had its best quarter in over a decade. Few thrills had evidence for Trump on a mission of its own. 8 fast food companies agreed to end no poach agreements under a federal lawsuit. Alright, look at that stock down with 63.16 points at 25, 822.29. SP 591 at 2862.96. The Nasdaq up 3.17 to 78.59.17. South Korean woman dead after boyfriend assault. North Korea prepare for major military parade. Southern South Korea uncertain about families after long separation and reunion. Still, amid the delay on the Korean peninsula, South Korea's defense ministry may cross that definition of North Korea as an enemy. South Korean business forced leader assets to jointly open a factory park in the North Korea and meeting on Wednesday. North Korean vectors whose we sell to the South have an individualization rate less than 30%. West Virginia, late Tuesday, President Trump addressed the fall midterm voters criticism of the news media and the Russia investigation. Employer says Iowa murder suspect passed background check. 128 undocumented immigrants found with abandoned the Arizona border. A Texas couple was sentenced to 6 months for federal prison or scheme that involved subject and an immigrant that identified servitude. Alright, look at that. Local news from the Attleboro Sun Chronicle. Alleged getaway driver in Attleboro slave made change plea. No bombast at Attleboro State Representative primary. Mysterious purple women in the sky that's confusing scientists. Ice under the surface of the moon? Almost certainly, new research shows. New research suggests evolution might favor the survival of the laziest. Scientists are tracing the age of the ancestor of life on the earth and they just released their findings. Coconut oil is pure poison, says Harvard professor. Ebola on the DRC, death toll of residents, second outbreak. Second Portland, Oregon person infected with measles in the secondary outbreak in the summer. And U.S. opioid crisis and its roots exported dope sick. Peter Chill News Time is 8:44 on this Wednesday morning, and it is time now for a sports report. The Boston Red Sox fall to the Cleveland Indians 6-3 at Fenway Park tonight. Sox at noon. Indians go at it with Brian Chesterman for the Red Sox. And Rogers Chapman, New York Yankees closer exits game with burn injury. Tiger Woods says that excitement around him is so different now, and Hugh Jackson tells Des Bryant that the Browns will make the biggest turnaround in sports history. Here, Cello News Time is 8:44 on this Wednesday morning, and it's time now for a Peter Channel traffic and transit check. Beep! Let's study off on the MBT with original experiences outbound delays up to 10 minutes due to trade with mechanical problem etc. On the commuter rail. Providence train 810 Cemetery in Providence operated 5 minutes late between Route 128 and the South Station due to an Amtrak train traffic, and the ferries they are looking good. Okay, let's take a look at the highways and byways in New England. In Rhode Island, 95 southbound side, so between Blackberry to downtown Providence. 95 northbound side, so between Walkdown to downtown Providence. 195 westbound side, so between Seacock to downtown Providence. 146 to the southbound side, so between Route 15 and 95 in Providence. 295 northbound side, it is so between 37 and Crescent Island and Johnson. 295 it is southbound side, so between Route 6 and Johnson. 146 at both ends, Batman, Route 99 and off Smithfield. 99 northbound side, so between 126 and 122 in the Lincoln Woodstock stretch. 295 northbound side, it is so between Route 1 and 95 in the Attleboro area. 95 northbound side, it is so between 295 and Attleboro. 400 southbound side, so between the Greenwich stretch. Jamestown, Newport, Saginaw River, and the Mount Bridges are looking good. On the Cape, 28 on the southbound side, also on the Border Rotary, 28 on the northbound side, also around the Border Rotary, and southbound side, also on Borden Bridge. 148 on the northbound side, it is so around Route 24 in Taunton. 24 on the northbound side, it is so around 495 up in Raynham. 95, stop and go between 495 and Foxborough on the Route 128 gets to 24 on the northbound side, so between 27 and Rockdown on the Route 128 gets to 3 on the northbound side, so between 228 and Rockdown at the Braintree Split. Service Expressway at the northbound side of the so between the Braintree Split down to that's Boston. Service Expressway southbound side, so over the Dorchester Church, Bassback, eastbound side it is. So between Native Collier and the South Boston, Bassback, westbound side, so between Lower Ripper down to Newton. 93 both ends and downtown Boston is backed up 128 at the northbound side of the so between 20 Randolph and 138 Canton Hipperkin between Route 1 and Norman on the Route 20 Waltham. 128 on both ends, it's backed up between Beverly all the way to Nail to Waltham. 93 on both ends, it's backed up between Methuen all the way down to downtown Boston. 3 on southbound side, so between Chumsted all the way down to Burlington. 495 on both ends, it's backed between 93 and Andover all the way to Nail to Littleton. 495 southbound, backed up way to Haverhill. 95 stop and go between Topsfield and Danvers. 495 at the southbound side is so between Bolton and Marlborough. 495 at the northbound side is so between Milford and Route 9 and Westboro. Mass Pike eastbound side is so between 146 at Millbury and Grafton. 29 eastbound side is so between 146 Millbury and down Route 9 and Worcester. And in western Massachusetts, 91 northbound side it is all around Chigley Stretch. 84 eastbound side so between Farmington and Hartford, Connecticut. 91 northbound side it is. Southbound side it is so between Windsor and Hartford, Connecticut. 91 northbound side so between Middletown and Hartford, Connecticut. 84 both ends back to after Route 8 in Waterbury, Connecticut. Merritt Parkway and both ends back to the West Haven stretch. Merritt Parkway westbound so between Fairwood and Stafford. 95 southbound side so between Newport, Norwalk, or at the Stamford, Connecticut, and up in northern New England. 101 eastbound side, also around Route 95, Hampton. 93 southbound side, so Londonderry, New Hampshire. Everett Turnpike southbound side, so Manchester Airport. 93 out of the northbound side, also in Concord, New Hampshire. 89 southbound side, also in Bow, New Hampshire. 91 northbound side, also Putney, Vermont. And 87, 89, 91 on the southbound side, also have a claim in the North City of Vermont. And onward 50 on both ends back to around 7 Quebec. Peter Chelnewstop. And 95 on the southbound side, so between Sherman and Medway, Maine. Peter Chelnewstop. 8:48 on this Wednesday morning. Time now for a weather report. Radar shows a lot of rain showers around the outer Cape from Provincetown all the way down to Yarmouth, stretching as far south as off the Maryland Delaware coast, and a line of rain showers on the Route 3 corridor from Rock Norway and Duxbury, and patchy rain showers around North Citrus and down around southern Worcester County, southeast of Douglas, and northeastern Connecticut, east of Thompson. And we got a line of heavy band of rain showers and storms line from Gloucester, Mass, stretching all the way up to the White Mountain, New Hampshire, and western Maine, and patchy rain showers from Montclair, Vermont, all the way down to western Berkshires of Massachusetts, and rain around Greenfield and Amherst, Massachusetts, and rain showers around the Capital District, New York State, stretching over to North Elba, New York. And rain showers eastern Quebec and western Maine, and northern Quebec. Right now, in southern New England, it is in the mid-60s to 70s in southern New England. The Balls in the 60s to close to the low 70s. 70 in St. Albans, Vermont, and 72 in Burlington, Vermont, and 48 in Mount Washington, New Hampshire. Right now, 68 degrees, our temperature, humidity 98%. Dew point is 67 degrees, barometer turning is 67, 8 inches, falling rapidly, winds east, southeast, and it's calm. This morning there'll be a low risk for localized urban and street flooding. This afternoon there'll be possibly of some scattered strong to severe thunderstorm activity, which may produce strong to damaging wind gusts, heavy rain with any thunderstorms will bring the risk for brief street flooding. The combination of heat and humidity on Monday and Tuesday poses a risk for heat-related illnesses required. Wherever headlines. Okay, let's take a look at our forecast. It goes like this. Today, showers likely possibly thunderstorm before 9 a.m., then scattered showers and thunderstorms after 9 a.m. Some storms produce gusty winds and heavy rain, mostly gusting about 82 degrees. Light variable wind becoming southwestern 5 to 8 miles an hour in the morning. Wind gust size 20 miles an hour, just based at 6%. New amounts quite enough an inch possible. Exact amount possible thunderstorms. And tonight, chance of showers and thunderstorms. Main for 7 p.m. Partly gust by 62 degrees. And light west wind just based at 30%. No rain amounts less than 7 inches possible thunderstorms for Thursday. Most sunny and mostly coast about 77, about 55 degrees. North wind around 5 miles an hour for Friday. Sunday and mostly coast about 82, about 59 degrees. West about 5 miles coming in the morning for Saturday. Sunday and partly coast about 82, about 59 degrees. Sunday mostly sunny and partly coast about 83, about 67 degrees. Monday most sunny and partly cost about 89, about 68 degrees. And for Tuesday most sunny about 88 degrees. And that's me for the Peter Morning News at 8:40 on this August the 22nd, 2018 on a Wednesday. I'm Peter Rizzo. You have a good morning and a goodbye day. You have a good day.